again I have to start. So just continue. So now we are just using because due to some network issue. So I'm just coming back. So note, every simile can be compressed into a metaphor, and every metaphor can expand it into simile. So now we are just taking two sentences here, simile and also metaphor we are using here. So Akash was like a loin. So this is understood. We are using here simile because we are using so as like in this speech. But if we are using Akash was a line in the fight, we are also comparing Akash. Akash just like a line in the because he is fought like a line. This is also what we are just using metaphor, but we are not using so as like. Now personification. In personification, this is very important figure of speech because every figure of speech is very important, but personification is just like inanimate object, non-living things. And in personification, inanimate objects and abstract notions are spoken of as having life and intelligence. Personification occur when the author or speaker give characteristics to non-human object. So this is what we are just comparing. We are just using inanimate object and abstract notions are spoken of as having life and intelligence. But this is what inanimate object is here, but we are just giving something life. We are just giving something more notions. We are just giving something life. And personification occur when the author or speaker give human characteristics to non-human object. So now, for example, the trees scream in the ringing vein. Can trees actually scream? No, that is a human trait. So the user personification here gives a better description of the sound trees make in strong wind. So now uh, because we are human being, we can use and we can use and we can also describe many things according to our intellectually and with our different ideas with our different examples and with the different reasons also we can just put in personify, and we can personify many things here. So we just want to give better description. So uh, human being and human and audience can understand betterly and just can take interest also, and we can describe and we can we can give we can give many examples of we can give many examples of sound trees making strong winds. So in apostrophe, an apostrophe is a direct address to the dad, to the absent, or to a a personified object or idea. This figure is a special form of personification. Oh, stars and clouds and winds, ye are all about to mock me. If ye really pity me, crush sensation and memory, let me become as naught. But if not, depart and leave me in darkness, my shally extent. This is what we can use. Oh dad, oh captain, my captain, oh heart. This is what we are just directly we are just addressing something. You know what? Oh captain, my captain. Like we are just using apostrophe here. Directly we are addressing to the dad. And oh and all stars and clouds and winds, ye are about to mock me. If ye really pity me, crush sensation, memory, let me become as naught. But if not, depart and leave me in darkness. This is example of Mary Shelley. very important example. This is about the Mary Shelley. This is now, oh lovely orange, your golden treat. Oh, tell me, why are not you easy to eat? Hyperbole. In hyperbole, a statement is made petty by overstatement. This is, this is a, we can simply understand hyperbole. We are just giving our statement something, overstatement we are just giving. Overstatement we are using here. This is what in hyperbole, a statement is made like, we're just something very, crispy, and very crispy ideas and very crispy sentence, very crispy example statement we are using. I have told you a million times. So we are using hyperbole, so we can use. I have called you 1,000 times, but you didn't pick my call. This is example of hyperbole. And in this figure of speech, we can in this figure of speech we can use uh, exaggerations, many statement, overstatement, and million times, 1,000 times we can use. Lot of sentence we can use here. Now I will literally die if you don't stop using hyperbole incorrectly. I will literally die. This is what called if we are using such kind of overstatement we are using. Fusme consists in the description of a disagreeable thing by an agreeable name. You are telling me a fairy tale, so a lie. Okay. So now antithesis and in antithesis is striking opposition or contrast of words or sentiments is made in the same sentence. It is employed to secure emphasizes. Example: speech is silver but silence is golden. So now what we are just using here, we are just contrasting, we are just comparing, and what we are doing, we are just comparing many we are comparing many things here. So what is love and hate. uh, in first word we are using love, and second word we are using hate. So what is this? We are just opposing or contrast of words and sentiments. We are using love and hate, good and evil, peace and war. One time we are using peace and other time we are using war. So what is this peace and war? Good and bad, good, evil, love and hate. So now in oxymoron, is a special form of antithesis whereby two contradictory qualities are predicted at once of the same thing. Oxymoron. So first of all, we are using I am busy doing nothing. So first of all, we are saying like I am busy, I am but doing nothing. So this is what contrast. This is what contrast and contradictory qualities are predicted at once of the same thing. So first of all, no secret, orderly confusion, and defending silence, confirm rumor, awfully nice. This is what the oxymoron is a special form of, we are just contradictory using qualities and are predicted at once of the same thing. Now epigram, keep calm and write an epigram. An epigram is a brief pointed saying, frequently introducing and introducing and analytically ideas which excite, surprise and arrest attention. Mankind must put an end to war, or war will put an end to mankind. John Freddy. Live simply so that other may still simply live. Now, irony is a very beautiful, figure of speech in English literature. Irony. Irony is a made of speech in which the real meaning is exactly the opposite of that which is literally conveyed. So this is, what we are using over here. We are just, using irony. Irony is something like, irony is a mode of speech. Irony is a mode of speech in which the real meaning is exactly opposite of that which is literally conveyed. For Brutus is an honorable man, so are they all honorable man. We are just using this is opposite actually, which is the real, which the real meaning is exactly. So the quote spoken by Mark Antony is reporting the Brutus is silent is an honorable man. However, Mark Antony does not agree and is saying that if Brutus is an honorable man, Brutus, then everyone is honorable. So what? We are just using, you know, we are using opposite of that. So in fact, he is no different than anyone else and is indeed words. Now, pun is the use of a word such a way that is capable of more than one application. The object being to produce a ridiculous effect. Example is life worth living. It depends upon the liver. This is what pun. Matrimony is like, in matrimony, literally a change of name. An object is designated to be the name of something else which is generally associated with it. The crown for the king. This is what literally change of a name. An object is designated to be the name of something else which is generally associated with it. Something, something it resembles, something associated, and something made for each other. Something like, we are just giving name the throne for the king. This is what in matrimony an object is designated and associated to be the name of something else which is generally associated with it. The crown for the king. Next is God. In cynic talk, a part is used to designate the whole or the whole to designate a part. Give us a day our daily bread, and England won the first test match against Australia. Next is transferred epithet in this figure, and epithet, a word or phrase that describes a person or thing, is transferred from this proper word to another that is closely associated with it. The sentence dreamless sleep. In Litotus, an affirmative is conveyed by negation of the opposite, the effect being to suggest a strong expression by means of a weaker. It is the opposite of hyperbole. The man is no fool. The man is no fool. Very clever. So in Litotus, what we are trying to convey and what we are trying to say, we are just saying the man is no fool. It means he's a very clever person. In Litotus, an affirmative is conveyed by negation of the opposite, the effect being to suggest a strong expression by means of a weaker. It is the opposite of hyperbole. There is not anything I won't eat when I am hungry. I will eat anything when I am hungry. So, in interrogation is the asking of a question. Interrogation is the something we are asking, uh, form of a question, not for the sake of getting an answer, but to put a point out more effectively. Are you crazy? We are just asking question. This is what we are just rhetorical questions we are asking to someone. And is the asking of a question not for the sake for getting an answer, but to put a point out more effectively. Can you imagine that? Can you do that? Are you crazy? Are you mad? I imagine that if poisoners do not die, are not you ashamed of yourself? We are just asking, rhetorical questions. This is called interrogation. Now, anastrophe is persuade you I shall. We are just rearrangement of the parts of a sentence or phrase that changes the proper or accepted word order. In exclamation, what surprising, oh wow, exclamatory sentences. In these figures, the exclamatory form is used to draw greater attention to a point than a mere bald or plain statement of it could do. How sweet the moon, how sweet, how beautiful, how lovely. So this is what exclamatory sentences we are using. How sweet the moonlight on upon this bank. Now, climax is also a very beautiful form of English literature. Climax is the arrangement of a series of ideas in the order of increasing importance. So we are just, climax. We are using climax, series of ideas in the order of increasing importance. There are three things that will endure: faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love. Now, anticlimax. In anticlimax is the opposite of climax, a sudden descent from higher and lower, and it is chiefly used for the purpose of satire or ethical. He lost his family, his car, and his cell phone. This is anticlimax. If in for other side we are saying he lost his family, but other side we are saying his car and his cell phone. This is called anticlimax. Then after onomatopoeia is just like a sound. We are using sound. Onomatopoeia is the formation of a word from a sound associated with what is named, cuckoo, sizzle, and we can use different sound and can get ideas, and also we can compare many things from. Then after last is our para prosodon. This is also important figure of speech in English literature. So in this, in this lecture, in this class, we have learned many things from figure of speech. We have learned lot of things, how figure of speech work, and how can we compare many things. How can we compare sentences? How we can compare simile to metaphor, metaphor to simile. So we have also discussed learning objectives from this, learning objective. So the student will be, able, and they can identify figure of speech, metaphor. They can also find out simile. They can also find out personification, metronomy, oxymoron, hyperbole, puns. There are a lot of imagery, and we can give the student examples of each of the devices, and we can also tell them just find out correct simile. Also in learning outcomes, figurative and difference between figurative and literal language. Identify and categorize examples of figurative language from poetry and prose. Create original metaphors and simile. And also we have discussed about the different examples, different examples of speech, and the from the ordinary form of expression or the ordinary codes of ideas in order produce a greater effect. And also we have learned about the what is the meaning, what does it mean about about the speech, about the figure of speech is a figurative language in the form of a single word or phrase. It can be spatial repetition, arrangement, omission, and rhetorical and literal meaning phrases, specialized meaning not based on the literal meaning of the words. And also we have learned a figure of speech is essentially a word or phrase used in a non-literal sense for historical or vivid effect. They are plainly defined as saying one thing in terms of something else. What does that mean? Well, it's a simple actually. And we have also discussed literal and historical and rhetoric, taking words in their usual or most basic sense without
Hello everyone. We are going to start our interview questions and job oriented questions. Today our topic is interview questions. So now we are just discussing about the nature of job and types of duties, different types of duties and their likes and dislikes and working conditions and their earnings, reasons for changing job, factors of job satisfaction and their achievement. So before going in any interview, before taking part, so we must understand about the first of all the nature of job, what type of job and nature of job and different types of duties we are having. Then and now we must understand about their likes and their dislikes. We can see some positive points and there are some negative aspects. Then after working conditions and their earnings, and then after changing job and their reasons for changing job. So we must know about the reasons for changing job, any job. So factors of then after we must understand about the satisfaction, factors of job satisfaction. Then after some achievements. Now, interview questions from education and training. Now, academic performance. These are some points. These are some points from academic education and training. So, academic performance, best, poorest, subject, grade, division, percentage, involvement in extra and co-curricular activities, and special achievements, if any, friend circle, close friends and their activities, relationship with teachers, how was the education, finance. So these are very important points from education, from academic performance. We must prove, we must have good knowledge, so we can just classified about the knowledge, classify about the academic performance, our best part and are the poorest subject knowledge and all. So then after grade, division and their percentage, so any interviewer can ask, can raise some kinds of some, few questions can raise about the grade and division and percentage. So we must have knowledge on that before going and before conducting any interview. Then, after involvement in extra co curricular activities and special achievement, if any. So, in our student life, in our college student life, so we are having so many, we are, we are taking part in so many co curricular activities and we are having so many, achievements in our life. So, we must, have some knowledge and we must have some ideas how to express these all these all things front of our interviewer and front of our training placement. So these are very very basic questions can raise and can ask by anyone. So friend circle, what type of friend circle you are having, your close friends and their activities, what they are doing and their academic performance, you must have knowledge on that. Then after the relationship with teachers and how was the education finance. So now some questions also can ask from family details. So we must have knowledge about the father and a mother occupation, what they are doing, what type of occupation they have. So then after number of brothers and sisters, siblings also, we have knowledge about our brothers and sister, what they are doing, about their academic performance. So these are some main points. The time is spent together and activities at home. So whom do you approach for help? Such kind of questions can raised by interviewer and panelists can ask these questions. And activities you get involved with the family, so you must know and you should know about the different activities and that you get involved with the family and friend circle even. So how you meet your monetary requirements, neighborhood and friends and other social cultural activities. So there are so many questions, there are so many ideas, there are so many you know queries during during panelist and during interview round And during board, so board member can raise such kind of questions. So students, first of all, before going and before if you are having any interview, so these questions should be in your mind. How do you approach for help about your brothers, sisters, mother and father, occupations, about your family background and the social culture activities, your neighborhood friends and family members. So these questions are very important. Now, we are just taking some questions from the, hobbies. Hobbies are, related for individual, this is an individual, actually, individual personality and individual question, actually, first of all, because different people having different interests, different hobbies, so we cannot say. So how do you spend your spare time? So different student, different person sparing their time differently. So this is also a wonderful question during interview round, during interview panel. So how do you spend your spare time, first of all? So different answers we can see. So major interest and their hobbies and level of proficiency, preference for team games or individual games, level of proficiency, such kind of questions related from each and individual, right? So routine on, normal days and holidays, your time spending, and about your normal days timing and your holidays timing. So how do you spend your spare time? So very, these questions are very, very basic questions, can raise, can ask. So at a time you should have, you should be aware, and you must have, such kind of answers should be in your mind at least, right? So then after they can ask about the habits, reading habits. Okay, recent books, knowledge, newspapers and magazines. What magazine you have read last month? Okay, so if you're having interest, so you must have all knowledge about the newspapers, all over knowledge about the magazines, title and book's name and author name. You must have knowledge on that, because you are just saying about the reading habits. So if you're saying about the, if you are saying ki I am having a good knowledge on, magazines, I read magazines, so many magazines I have read, and so you must have knowledge on that. So magazine name, title name can be asked by, by the time of interview. So entertainment, movies, television, if you're having interest to movies and television, so such kind of questions also, and such kind of answers also, related answers should be in your mind. So now, general awareness. So this is also wonderful, questions during interview, because general awareness is a very very important and key role in interview, because in general awareness. So these questions can be raised nowadays. What is going on nowadays? What is happening nowadays? National, international affairs, news, and what is going on. So these questions are very very important and very healthy discussion. Are, healthy questions and healthy interview questions are there, because some questions are related from sports and games and current affairs, music, historical facts, geographical details, military matters. If you're having knowledge on that, you can easily express your views front of, panelists, front of the, front of the, interview, and front of the people. Yes, you are having knowledge on that. General awareness, you are having knowledge, you are having great and healthy knowledge on that topic. So general awareness very very important. Honors, awards and computers like topics, military matters, historical facts and reasons, facts. So these and related details also should be in your mind, because now you are just having a knowledge on that awareness. Okay, so presently what is happening, presently what is going on nowadays, what is happening. So these such a question, these questions, very basic questions are there, but you must have knowledge on that. If these things are happening nowadays, so such questions, such questions from music, some questions from sports, some questions from game, some questions from military matters, computers knowledge, honors, awards, and different current affairs can be asked. So now we are just moving on, some questions related now, self evaluation is there. So in self evaluation, individually, we are just evaluating person, right? So your strong points and some points, we can say our weakness, our strength, some questions can be, we can say strength and our weakness and areas you would like to improve. So these are very important point. Everybody want to improve in their life. So some areas you must cover, areas you would like to improve. So now I am just sharing something. Remember to avoid. So these are some points you must avoid saying the following, right? So fear of height, either you are having fear or not, you must you should avoid such kind of points. Fear of height, difficulty in mixing with others. So you should not tell something about the mixing ki I'm having I'm having difficulty, I'm having problem, I cannot mix with others because this is my weakness. So please just try to avoid such kind of points during interview, because we are not saying like that, we are not showing our negative points, negative approach front of them. If we are having such kind of negative points, we are having if we are not able to mixing with others. So just try to avoid such points. Being introvert or loner. So no need to say like that. Ki I'm a shy person. I cannot express clearly, express well. So loner person. So just try. You must try you must try to just avoid it. So now find it difficult to make friends. This is also another point. You must avoid the avoid saying the following. If we difficult to make friends, being scared, get depressed, having negative thoughts. So just try to I'm nervous, depressed. So just try to avoid these points. These points show you're having negative personality. So from this slide, I just want to share some points you must avoid during interview. These are some interview questions, self evaluations. Now interview points to remember. These are some points to remember, you must understand, and you must keep in your mind always, and just try to just have you must have such kind of point in your mind during interview, because now very important part of our live interview. So just try to remember such points. Do not get over friendly. First of all, this is a point you must understand, you must remember. Do not get over friendly, speak only to the point, and keep looking at the IO always. If we are having interview and if we are having placement in our campus, and you must look at the IO means interview officers, interview person, and we can say not elsewhere. Okay, so keep looking at the IO means interview officer and not elsewhere. So you are a person, you are sitting in front of them, so you should looking and be just interact with interact properly, okay, smartly, okay. So frankly, these points are very important. You just keep looking at the IO properly, not elsewhere. Now be attentive, be focused, and respond smartly. So I would like to suggest you must listen carefully. Okay, what they are saying, what they want to say, what they want to convey, and so you must listen carefully and be attentive, and be attentive and respond smartly. First of all, okay. So then after, do not use slangs, do not use any irrelevant points during interview. These points are not suitable, and so you must avoid, do not use slang. So now the more you reveal, the more you are propped. So this is also another important point. So just try to focus on the point to point, speak on to the point. Okay, if you are speaking more, so you will be in trouble. So the more question, the more the more you reveal, the more you are proud. So just listen carefully and just focus and just be attentive and respond smartly. And then after, do not tell lies. First of all, this is very wonderful questions. And do not tell lies. First of all, whatever you are, whatever you and whatever he or she is, just reflected. So never ever try to bluffing with them, cheating with them, because they all are smart, they all are qualified persons, so we cannot make them fool. First of all, so do not tell lies and speak honestly, whatever you know. And if you don't know, just say smartly and say, "Sir, sorry, I don't know about it." So please do not tell lies front of them. So do not contract statement given in PIQ. PIQ is your personal information. Something is in your if you're having interview, so your personal information already they are having. Okay, so do not contradict statement given in PIQ. Okay, so whatever you are, whatever you want to say, and whatever qualification, whatever achievement, and whatever type of academic qualification you have, it is already in your form, it is already mentioned in your PIQ statement, in PIQ form. So no need to give them, no need to confuse with them. Okay, sir, my number and my question and my my percentage is this, and you are saying something else. So do not contradict with them, do not give them false statement. So please do not contradict statement given in PIQ. Do not criticize anyone, never ever criticize to anyone, including friends and teachers and parents. And we are not supposed to criticizing with anyone. If there is any suggestion, any point, they will they will tell you. So do not criticize anyone, including friends and teachers and parents. Then after, sit comfortably, sit cool, calm, comfortably. Okay, then after, some suggestions for the candidate. These are some suggestions. These are some points for the candidate. So before going for the interview, make mental note of all the details given in PIQ. So I would like to say some points related this keep before going and before facing any interview. So all details should be in your mind. Where are you from, about your parents, about your siblings, about your state, about the issues, problems, whatever. So these before going for the interview, make mental note and just write down and just revise all points clearly. Just make it clear. Yes, whatever mentioned, whatever you have mentioned, it is all clear or not. So just mentally you must prepare for that. So mental note of all the details given in the PIQ. So have confidence in yourself. First of all, you must have confidence, and do not elicit information on type questions asked by the IO. So this is very important. You must have confidence. Do not add any irrelevant information, and do not elicit information on type questions asked by your interview officer. So do not be nervous, first of all. Okay, just be cool and calm. So do not be nervous at the time of entering the interview room. This is a very important. First impression is the last impression, we can say. So do not be nervous at the time of entering the interview room, and dress appropriately as per the time of the day. So knock before entering the room and enter when called in. First of all, you must enter the room and just knock first of all, then enter the room and enter when called in. So now enter with a smile and wish with a courtesy bow. Yes, so you must have a smile on your face. Yes, you are an officer. You want to you are just showing them you are having such kind of qualities you are having, and such kind of personality you are having. So just starting with a smile and wish them if the IO offers you, if some person, if your interviewer offers you a hand, to shake it cool and shake it warmly and smartly, frankly, and have a smile on your face. So, so these things show, yes, you are very, you are very excited person, and willingly want to willingly want to know all these things. So so do not take this seat unless you are asked by the IO. So this is also courtesy and manners. So do not take this seat first of all unless you are asked by the IO. So do not be stiff and be natural and sit comfortably. So then, after suggestions for the candidates, so listen to the questions carefully. This is the suggestions you must have in your mind. So these are some suggestions. These are some points you must have during interview round. During the time of interview, and suggestions are very very important for the candidate. So listen to the questions first of all, whatever they are asking, whatever they are saying, what they want to say. Actually, just some questions should be clear in your mind. Listen to the questions carefully and just clarify in case of any doubt. So if you are having any doubt, just clarify it first, then just say something. So your speech should be natural. So first of all, you should be very assertive, you should be very positive, assertive, and positively. Okay, so your speech should be natural, positively, and not too fast or not too very slow. So this is also another suggestions ki not too fast or too slow during interview, right? So your listening is very important, so you must listen, listening questions carefully, and then after speak clearly and confidently. So you must have such points should be in your mind. You whatever you are saying, so it is clearly, and just speak clearly and confidently. So do not be too loud, but must be audible. So whatever you are trying to speak, whatever you are saying, so it should be audible. Okay, it should be clear, it should be audible, so anyone can listen you carefully, anyone can take interest. So it should be audible and it should be clear by you. Then after, be polite and respectful to the eye. First of all, this is the etiquettes and our manners. Be humble, be polite, okay, and respectful to the IO. So your IO is everything for you, because we are having interview. Our IO is like a god for us. So be polite, be respectful to the IO. So your answer should be brief and brief and to the point. So never ever try to just mixing all these things. Okay. So your answer should be brief and to the point. Never volunteer or any information. So avoid any kind of mannerism or fielding with your body parts, and just behave like an officer. First of all, we have saying, we are just trying to say we just want to make you officer. So such kind of personality should be there. Okay, so just try to avoid such kind of bad habit. You are just fiddling with your parts and just saying something. Okay, so just you should you should just avoid such kind of bad habit, because you are just you are just a you are sitting in front of IO. So such kind of habit should be avoided. Do not try to bluff, do not try to cheat with them or make a false statement. This is the very important point ki, never try to bluff with them, never try to tell a lie with them, and false statement. So whatever you are saying, it is everything is visible in front of them. So we cannot, yeah, you cannot hide anything, you cannot hide anything in front of them, because they are very highly qualified persons are there, so they are just checking you. Now, some suggestions also here. So do not get upset even if it is a silly question. So do not get upset, and if question is not suitable or silly questions. So do not lose your temper, because or get excited, because your temper and your capacity for patience is being tested over here. Okay, So, never ever just, make yourself so excited and you are losing your temper. And because, they are just checking your patience, they are checking your capacity. Okay. So keep a smiling face, having a smiling face. Do not wear a gloomy look like, and when given an indication that your interview is over, so just get up. Okay, so no need to try to talk with them, no need to try to just saying some suggestions, asking them questions. Okay, so this is also called you're having officer like qualities or not during interview. So where given an indication, so you are getting indication is there, your interview is over, just get up, give a courteous bow, say good day sir, good day ma'am, and leave the room immediately and replacing the chair properly. Okay, so if the IO offers again, if he is offering you handshake warmly, again saying thank you so much sir and goodbye, these all things are having your etiquettes. So thank you.